Hello there. Today is July the 6th, 2016, and I wanted to talk a little bit about this Mandela slash Cern effect, which I like to call it. I've seen a lot of videos with examples, in the past couple months on this, but a lot of the videos don't address why or what they think the cause could be. So I did have a few conversations with friends who are shocked at some of the stuff that's popping up and the way they remember it, like mirror, mirror on the wall, life was like a box of chocolates, the 6 people in the JFK car. Now all of a sudden it looks like Jacqueline assassinated JFK in this timeline. The weird stuff popping up about the Brady Bunch and that weird 70s show. Tons and tons of things. I could go on and on with all the examples. But when I spoke to my friends, what I wanted to talk about is why, or what our crazy theories are, no matter how far-fetched they sound. So I had a few. One of the things I did talk to about my friend was I thought it was Cern would be to blame for this. I remember hearing of the Large Hadron Collider back in the maybe 97, 98 when they were about to go online in the protests about why they shouldn't do it because they're going to be making little black holes or screwing around with other dimensions. Not to mention all the shady stuff you have going on outside there. The scientists may be doing their jobs, they're bright-eyed and happy, but their benefactors are, pulling the strings with the full agenda, just like being in the army. Yeah, you got your guys that do the work on the ground, and you got your leadership high up that actually knows the bigger picture, but the guys on the ground don't see the big picture. They see, little bits and pieces, but all together, the things that they do, make a bigger picture. And that's how I view Cern as well. So what I wanted to get at, like I had told my friend, well, if it is Cern doing these things and they were able to screw around and open these little black holes or screw with, interdimensional realms, and this is what we're experiencing, maybe it could be an accident. It could be just an effect of them opening little black holes. And then my friend asked, he's like, well, why do some people remember and why do others don't remember? Why do everyone's clashing over the things that we remember and the things we don't? So I put it in terms like this, in my opinion. It's like an oil change. You can change your oil, but you don't get all that old oil out. There's still, that oil is mixed in the system. And that was my explanation for it. Some other things, if they are dealing with time travel, which is more far-fetched, but you never know. Maybe they're aware of the butterfly effect, and that if you go back in time and you do something minor, it can have major, long-lasting effects on the current timeline. So maybe they knew if they did go back for a split second, drop something off, and get out of there. Maybe perhaps a letter to someone in the CERN, down the CERN line back in the 50s, maybe in the 40s before they started it. Maybe they give them advanced information, and I'm sure they're aware, don't drastically do something different than what you would have done, because it'll probably destroy this current timeline, depending on what's done. It could have been something like that and went back real quick, got in, got out, so they didn't make a big ripple. But even though it was short and brief, there still is a ripple, and that's what we're seeing today. And then again, if it's not that, and possibly they did something to our minds, maybe it's like you're about to jump in the swimming pool. They did something to the world or these dimensions. Maybe like when you're about to jump in the swimming pool, you stick your toes in the swimming pool first before you get in all the way. And that might be what they're doing. They're gradually testing the water before they full-blown try and do what they want. And that's why possibly some people, brains and minds were affected and others aren't. Anyways, if you guys got any opinions or ideas or input, let me know.